On his way home, Ricky tried to keep a low profile on his way to the bus stop. No luck. Amy asked him, "Hey, Einstein, how you doing?" Ricky just made a face at her. Even the bus driver had heard about the big words Ricky had been spouting off for the last few days. I heard the bus driver say, "Here he comes, Dr. Frankenstein himself." Ricky shook his head and found a seat in the back. The bus driver was Ricky's uncle. What could he say? Mortified by the events of the day, he rushed up to his room to finish the final assignment. He wanted this curse gone yesterday. It was a little harder task this time. It wasn't that he couldn't find any compounds. There were long lists of those, but he had to pick ones that could be photographed. He finally decided to try to get pictures of these: ammonia, water, hydrogen peroxide, carbon monoxide, and baking soda. Ricky's mom saw him rooting around in the cupboards. "What are you looking for, Ricky?" she asked. "Baking soda," he told his mom. "I have to take a picture of a box of sodium carbonate for science class, and 4 other pictures." Mrs. Matthew knew exactly where she kept her baking soda. "Here, son, hope this helps." He snapped a picture of her, smiling, with a box in her hand. He also took a picture of water coming out of the kitchen sink. "What else can I help you with, son?" his mother asked. "Ammonia," Ricky said. "We have that under the sink. Just open the door. It is right in the front." Ricky snapped another picture. 3 down and 2 to go. He knew that his older sister lightened her hair with hydrogen peroxide. He had seen that brown bottle enough times. His sister told him that she was out of peroxide. She would pick some up tomorrow, the day before Halloween. His father helped him with the last compound. He revved his engine in the morning to get a picture of carbon monoxide coming from the tailpipe. Ricky told me all of this in the schoolyard the next day. He still asked me to check his work, just to be sure everything was spelled correctly and the formulas were right. He remembered that sometimes 2 heads are better than 1. Ricky was playing it kind of close to the midnight deadline by waiting for his sister to come home with peroxide. She was kind of dependable, though. I had to admit, I still worried a little. Ricky's sister did pick up the peroxide at CVS on the way home from school. Yes, she was dependable. So dependable that on her way home, she got a desperate phone call from a neighbor, a woman she babysat for regularly. Seems the woman had to work overtime or lose her job. Would she mind watching little Marty for a couple hours, 4 to 6-ish? She didn't think it would take longer than that. Big Sister was glad for the job and agreed to it. She called her mom to let her know that she would not be home for dinner. She was still planning to streak her hair a little for a Halloween party. She would only be gone until a little after 6 p.m. Ricky was waiting for his sister as soon as he got off the school bus. 15 minutes, a half hour, 45 minutes. What was keeping her? His mom saw him pacing. "What's wrong, son?" "Nothing. Oh, by the way, your sister won't be home for dinner. We're supposed to keep her 2 pieces of pizza." Not coming home for dinner? Ricky ran upstairs disgusted and called her on his cell phone. Chill, she said. I have the peroxide. Not to worry. See you soon, bro. I hope so, he sighed and hung up. The 2 hours he waited seemed an eternity. Then his mom got a call on her cell phone. Seems little Marty's mom got stuck in a traffic jam. There was an accident on Main Street. She's on her way, but there would be a delay. Ricky was beside himself now. He would wait until 7, then walk to CVS himself if he had to and if his parents would let him. Tick, tick, tick. 6:30. 6:45. She finally came in at 7 o'clock on the dot, an hour late. He still had time. He all but grabbed the CVS bag out of his sister's hand. You're a strange bird these days, Ricky Matthews. Bring it back soon. I have to streak my hair for the party. Ricky was happy and relieved when he snapped the final photo. He had beaten the deadline. I checked his eyelids just to be sure. The whites were clear. No numbers appeared at all. The blabberbeak curse was over. Say something, Ricky. You are a good friend, Davy. Happy Halloween. The end.